City Hill. I'm Rory. I'm from one of the partnering churches along the coast. Tim and Paul have asked me to share my testimony on the goodness of God. My wife and I returned from the UK 13 years ago under really sad circumstances. Lee's dad had been in remission from cancer and the cancer had come back. Dale, Lee's dad, had asked me to come back to run our family business. There were two major problems. One problem was that I'm a pretty simple guy. I didn't go to university. I was a technician by trade with no business experience. The other problem was that we had been exporting material through the family business, and with the dollar exchange rates, things had gone really bad and we were in quite serious debt. My first year at work saw the company make a small profit that would probably cover 1/10 of the debt that we were in. I would come home and I'd say to Lee, this is just too hard. I want to go back to the UK. I'm sick of this. But after spending time in the Word and spending time with Lee's dad, Dale, and getting the factory back on track, we slowly managed to pay back every single debt that was outstanding. Dale passed away in 2011 from cancer, and life and business was still super hard for me. I'd made many mistakes along the way, but God had always been there to lift me back up again. Throughout this time, we continued to tithe on the little profits that we made, and every year seemed to be better and better and better as we were faithful with what God had given us. We eventually managed to pay back all our debt, and in my 10th year of running the business, while reading our annual financials, I realized that our profit for that year would be 100 times what it had been in my first year of business. In my experience, sowing in famine really does reap 100-fold. Over the last 13 years, we've had some huge ups and downs in business, but each time a down comes, I know that God has a plan for our business, and that there's normally a very good reason to lose a specific contract or job. Most of the time I look back on the business that we have lost and I say a big thank you to God, because we've dodged the bullet, where there's been raw material shortages or contract issues or some other valid reason. God has also put amazing people and mentors in my life to help me get through the hard times and to celebrate with me in the good times. I have testimony after testimony of God's gracious provision in our lives and our business over the years, and I remain steadfast that He does look after us and He will provide for us no matter what. Sometimes we want more than we need, and if we are faithful with the little, He will provide more. Today I want to say to all of you that are listening, the current times are extremely tough, like nothing we've ever seen before. But God has a plan for every single one of us. Whether you've been in business or you're an employee, whether you're an MD or a cleaner, I truly pray that God gives you peace and joy and courage for the season ahead. I leave you with Psalm 46 verse 1. God, you're such a faithful and powerful place to find refuge. You're a proven help in the time of trouble, more than enough and always available whenever I need you. Stay safe, stay strong, and I pray the peace of God is with you at all times. Thanks.